Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Rachel. In this video, we are going to do a Libbey Can full wrap. So let's go ahead and get started. I had purchased these Libbey Cans from Amazon, and actually these are sublimation as well. I did do sublimation before on one of these cups a year ago before I started my channel, so I don't have anything over that. And it honestly I didn't really like how that turned out. So I'm going to use vinyl for this one, and that way it will show a lot better. Okay, so let me put this in the box. Now I think these came in bulk, so I think I had like 4 or 5 of them. I can't remember. I bought them a long time ago, but I'll go ahead and link it down in the description box for you, so that way you can see them on Amazon. You also can get this at any craft store. Michael, well, I don't know about Michael's, but Hobby Lobby I know for sure has them, and they have the frosted cans that does sublimation. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna put that here, and then it comes with a straw, and then I'm gonna go ahead and weed out my design here. And it's a layer project, but it's real simple and actually kind of goes with Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead, and I'm using, now I did want to bring this in just in case you guys are interested in this type of vinyl. This is the Paper Studio, although I think they're changing it from the Paper Studio to the 405 brand, but I think they still have this. It's a sparkle rainbow, and it's pink, red, and orange. They have different type of sparkle rainbow vinyl with different variety of colors. I really liked this one, so I went ahead and selected this vinyl. So I just wanted to show you that. And then let's go ahead. I think I have some areas where I could trim off, so let's do that just to save on vinyl. Okay, so that one's good. We don't need that. And I apologize if you guys hear any background noises. We are currently, well, I mean my husband, is currently taking the Christmas lights off of the house and adding some pine straw to our flower beds. So that is why, if you hear any background noises, that is what's going on with that. Because again, I craft in my dining room. Was actually no longer a dining room, it's a craft room. And the craft room is at the front of the house. So let's get this peeled off. And again, you always want to use permanent vinyl when you're doing a drinkware. And you also want to use now this is going to kind of be contradictory to what I'm saying, but usually want to don't use any fonts that are thin, just because it has a higher chance of coming off. But so if I'm gifting this, I don't know if I would gift this particular design, just because you'll see once I weed out in the middle of the heart, you'll see it's a thin outline of the heart. So we'll see how it holds up, and if I notice, if I notice anything that, if it's coming up, then I will tell you. This is Paper Studio, and then this is Caesar's Easy Weed Glossy. And go ahead and weed out everything. Yep, let's pull that back in here. Now, I did get this SVG from I got it from Etsy. And I'll go ahead and link that in the description box. But to be honest, if you don't want to purchase, this could be easily replicated. Just find a heart in Design Space that you like, and then so you'll create the heart. Then what you'll do is create an offset outward and then inward as well, and then you'll you'll slice the 2 hearts to create the outline. If you guys want to see the tutorial on how I would do that, I would be more than happy. Just gotta let me know. I'll create a Design Space tutorial on how to create this design. It's honestly super easy to replicate or put your own spin on it. And I would have done it myself. However, I just don't have time right now. I'm trying to create a lot of videos, and I would rather just choose the easy way out Eventually, I'm going to start designing my own SVGs and then selling them on my Etsy shop. But right now, this is where I need to put my focus on, and eventually I will get there. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. I'm just going to make sure that I'm not exactly going to crumble this up just yet because I want to make sure that I accidentally didn't miss the outline of the heart. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to weed out, oops. Okay. Now this is, I'm going to try to put it back where it's supposed to go. They're not supposed to line up exactly. In fact, they're supposed to be off-centered a little bit. So, you know, which is what I like because it'll make aligning this a lot easier. And now, of course, you can reuse these black hearts if you'd like. But the thing of it is, you're going to be poking holes in it, and so then it's just going to kind of lose the integrity of the heart. So I don't know if that's something that I would personally do and keep, but you know, you do whatever you want. It looks like I did. I'm glad I didn't crinkle this up because it looks like I lost the outline of this particular heart. So this is why you don't want to discard your weeded vinyl. Found it. Okay. Let's hope that looks like that might be the only one. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take this off just because it'd be easier that way, and I can align it. Because you can kind of see the indentation of the cut, the vinyl, where the vinyl was cut. Let me go ahead and fast forward all of this so that way we can get this done a lot quicker, or at least you guys can watch it a little bit quicker, and then we'll come back when we're ready to wrap up our Libbey can. Everything all weeded out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a towel and some rubbing alcohol, and we'll wipe this down, and then we'll go ahead and layer it. Okay, I got my cup cradle that I got from Amazon. I just searched cup cradle and found one that I liked. Although I don't think I'm a huge fan of this particular cup cradle. I think I have it going the wrong way, and I do. So if you have any recommendations of a cup cradle that you like, let me know in the comment section. And I'm going to take this opportunity to say, be sure to give this a comment, or give this video a like and make some comments. And of course, subscribe. That really always helps my channel grow. I'm hoping to get 1,000 subscribers by June, so the next 6 months. I think that's a realistic goal. So hopefully, so be sure to share this and help encourage others who are also interested in crafting to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so what we'll do is we will add some transfer tape to our designs. So I'm going to bring that up, and just to kind of get an idea of how much transfer tape I'm going to need. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and wrap that around. I really like this band. So I was using painter's tape before, and it was not, I mean, it was fine, but it was kind of taking up the grid lines. So I like that a lot better. All right, so I'm just going to expose just a little bit because this is a lot of transfer tape to use, and I don't want to accidentally have part of it fall down and then, you know, have an issue with my vinyl. And I always like to, I know some people like to go this way, but I like to start it off this way so it's facing towards me, just to make sure that I get it nice and lined. And I'm just going to flatten this out just a little bit. Well, is it going to help? No, it's not going to help. Just thinking that would help, but all right. So there we go. Okay, now what I can do is turn it around so I can get this thing to go straight. Okay. And I don't need all this transfer tape, so before I peel it up completely, I'm just going to cut it off. And then I'm going to reuse this transfer tape for my outline of my hearts. Okay, so I'm just going to burnish the front. And then I'm going to burnish the back. Let me get this flipped over. And then burnish the back. Okay. I think that's good. So what I'll do is peel this up. I'm thinking it might need a little bit more pressure. I think because this is a textured vinyl, you can tell in here it's a textured. So I think with textured, it might be a little bit better. You're better off using a strong grip, but this is not completely impossible. It's just it's not going to come out. And it's, oh, it looked like it was ripping through my carrier sheet. So let me just go ahead and help it along here. There towards the end, it was a little bit of a challenge, but I think we got it. Just does not want to. There we go. All right, perfect. So we don't need this anymore. Now, right now, it doesn't matter which orientation it goes, only because, I mean, I guess it just depends on how you want it, which way you want to go, this way, or do you want to go this way? And I almost feel like this is top, just because the majority of the hearts are facing upward. So this is going to be my top, okay? And then what I'm going to do is apply this. Now, I'm going to be careful. I want to try to get it centered between here and here. I don't want to go up too far or go too far down. Okay, I'm just trying to find the center of this Libbey can because it's not the full length. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let the right side fall and then start to wrap this around very gently. Okay, and then I'm going to come over this side and wrap this. Now, we got to be careful. Getting a little bit of a bubbling here. I might be off when I try to layer it with the outline. Now, I want to be careful not to have my hearts overlap this transfer tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to burnish this down with my finger. Hopefully that will be enough pressure. And then I'm going to start to peel this back and then come back and close this up. There we go. Okay. So now what we can do is really burnish your hearts down. Again, you really want to make sure that you have a good seal on the sticker part on your, or the vinyl on your hearts, because we don't want it coming up in the dishwasher. And then we want to peel this back. Now I worry about the alignment of the outlines of the heart only because it wrinkled a little bit, and therefore I think we might get off just a tad bit, but we most certainly can amend it pretty easily actually. So, and there we go. Really liked how that turned out. I think that turned out really pretty. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. Now with this, I will add my magnets just to help flatten that out a little bit, and then I'll move it over. All right. Let's get this here. I want to make sure that this is aligned. Yeah, I'll have enough. Okay. So then I'm going to, so we got that down. I really like these little magnetic holders or weights, whatever you want. They're not weights, but they're little magnets. And they only work with, I want to say only work, but they work with this glass mat. And the only reason why I have this mat is because right now we're using a ring light, and as you can see probably here towards the top, you can see the ring light pretty bad. So I figured I didn't want to have anyone get annoyed with looking at that ring light while I'm trying to craft. So once we get the lighting all situated in my craft room, this mat will go away. Okay. So I'm just burnishing that front and back. Okay, let's go ahead and put that over here. So this is where it's going to matter which direction this is going to go. And so now I got to kind of figure out where it's, and I think I might have found it. Now what's great about this is it's meant to be off-centered. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to kind of focus on each heart at a time. In fact, this is going to want to lay down. And where the heart is going to be off quite a bit, I am not going to push down on that. So I might have to, and I told you I was going to have some issues because I got off-centered. So let me see here. I think what we'll do is we'll do something like this. Kind of burnish down just a little bit off more than I would have liked. Okay. It would be easier if I would have had my computer up, because then I could see how, like, where exactly are these hearts located, the outline is, because again, they're off. If you don't have them off-centered exactly the way it is, then everything's going to be off. So it's a little bit of a challenge. But I think, honestly, since it's so abstract, I think we should be fine. But I don't want to be completely off-centered. So we got to be very mindful of that. So what I'm going to do, in fact, let me just cut this off. And then we will add that to our next one. Okay. Then we'll come back here and we'll realign this part just to kind of the way that it is, right? Okay, there we go. I like how some of them are, they're a little bit of a difference on the offset, and I like that. I don't think it's intentionally supposed to be that way, but I think it just gives it that much of a variety of a difference. So I really like that as well. So again, you just want to make sure you burnish this down really good. All right. Peel this up. Okay. When it curls up like this, I typically, even though I'm sure there's still a lot more uses I can get, I'm going to get rid of it. Because trying to work with something that rolls up like that, it's not fun to deal with. It's just my personal preference, but of course, you know, you do what you like to do. Let's go ahead and add this one. And this is not a bad idea. You can kind of see that there's columns of hearts. This one's a little off, but it might be, if you are not confident, if you're a new beginner, you might want to consider just doing it in strips, or maybe just one at a time, you know, whatever makes sense for you and whatever is going to make you successful, then you just do, you know, whatever. So I can reuse that piece. All right. I'm loving it. All right. So then this one, I think this might be a little bit of a challenging one, but let's see if we can. In fact, I'll just go ahead and do it row at a time. Actually, that one looks good. This one's going to get off a little bit, but that one is good. So kind of picking and choosing which one I think it looks good and which one doesn't. And then, and then putting it down. Oops. Okay, let's get that burnish down. I'm gonna be careful and apologize if you can't see it really well. I'm just trying to, so I can see it really good, because I want this to turn out in real life, right? So I'm just trying to avoid putting that one down because I really don't like the positioning of that. So what I'm gonna do is start peeling it up. Oh, okay. Sometimes I wish I had additional hands. All right, that one's good. Hopefully. All right. So if you're doing this, obviously have your computer up so you can see how they get, how these outline tarts get placed in your on your Libbey can, just because I think you'll have a better time than I would. Right now my computer's not up and I don't have a lot of space to put it up. So that is why, sorry for the noise here. That is why I am electing just to kind of do this by memory and whatnot. So then that should be good. All right, very good. Not so bad. Had this actually been like, you know, this little peak here hits this peak here, and or if they were flowers or whatever, I mean, if it was like that, it would definitely be, this would be tons of, really easily done. But because this is, they're supposed to be off-centered, it makes it a little bit of a challenge. You're trying to figure out how they get aligned. So that's why something like this, I probably would recommend to take it in pieces, kind of like what I did. I think you'll be, you know, or reference using your computer. And I think you'll have a little bit better of success than as to what I did and having to piece them together. But still, nonetheless, turned out really cute. Got one little troubled area. There we go. Oh, I absolutely love how this turned out. I like how it has 3 different colors and it's just super cute. And even if one is extremely off-centered, that's okay. I mean, it's all part of the cup, right? And then you just use your straw, and then let's see here. So twist. Nope, you just put it in there. Put your cup or your straw in there, and then put your straw. See this. And there you go. And then I have this, I don't think it's supposed to come with this, but it's this 3M strip that helps it from sliding. And I think it came with some tumblers that I had got. But I'm going to see if I can use this. I'm sure you can buy these slip resistant covers for your cups, but like I said, I can't remember if it did or not. Oh, that's sturdy. That's nice. There we go. All right. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. On the glass, it holds up really well. So, all right, that's all I have for you today. I hope this inspired you in some way to do something like this. And again, I definitely plan on doing more of these Libbey cups. I have a bunch of them I was going to sublimate on, but I didn't really like how that turned out. It was really see-through. I thought it'd be a little bit more not as transparent as it was. I don't know why I was thinking that, but that's what I thought it was going to turn out. But anyways, I like the vinyl, and I like how they have different color hearts without having to use different types of vinyl and then having to layer all that. So again, this is just the Paper Studio brand, the Sparkle Rainbow permanent vinyl, and they have different variety of colors to use as far as the vinyl is concerned. So all right, well, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave some comments. Let me know what you like, or if you like this project and if you're going to try it, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Bye.